Alright, so here we are again, getting into the beautiful joy that is oxygen not included. So this time around, instead of going through it all, I think there's going to be a little bit more cutting, a little bit more play with the video, just because at a certain point, especially with the plans on this one, it's going to be dry for long stretches. So there'll be long stretches that I'm just going to have this bad boy running just so that way these guys can actually get things done. With that, let me state that my plan here is to just run 3 people and basically have these 3 people try to do everything. Try to get through it all. Now, granted, the last time I ran this, I had like 15 people, and I burnt out at some point trying to keep it all floating, and I think I was just trying to go for too many things at once. And that's one thing I'm going to try to not do here. That's where I get myself into the most trouble. So I think we'll just sort of start to pull this together and see if we can pull it off. Alright, just to completely rip off Francis John, I'm going to grab narcoleptics here. So I'm just swinging through, looking for somebody with the right traits. I got the rancher already. I got good digging. And that digging can become operating, because if you're like having one person do all of it, I have a feeling like ranching is going to be such a monster. And let's see, I can grab. So this guy has a little bit of science, a little husbandry, but I don't know. A little bit ain't enough. We are going to settle on this one right here. Cooking for when we need it, tidying for when it comes up, soup wearing, but most importantly, one of the traits is quick learner, so we get to sneak a little science in there without having to steal any of the interests. So we'll probably have to do some re-rolling like once we burn through all of the science, but that is a monstrous amount of time away. And I think we have a team. Yeah, we're gonna name it after a few people at my work, just for S&Gs. Calling it the Work Fam, and we're off. Poof. Alright, so let's clean this up and quickly look around here. Our water and copper and sandstone, and it's generally a nice area. Good place to start. Makes me very comfortable with myself. Alright. And we can't build anything. Shocker. So let's dig in a giant straight line 4 tiles high one way. Dig in a giant straight line 4 tiles high the other way. Clear out all those plants, take the seeds, do what we must. Up and put some scheduling on this. Uma likes the nighttime, so she's got that symbol next to her head, so we're gonna use that to our advantage. Alright, we'll just switch up the way the schedules work here. Take off a little bit of sleep time, add on a little bit of downtime. Everybody gets pretty happy with that. Yeah. Now we put Uma on the last one, so she is working throughout the night and doesn't have a chance of overlapping sleep. So we gave like 2 tiles just in case she comes in tired. And now it's time to get moving. Time to start digging, guys. Alright, so we're going to slap the ladder over here too while we're doing this building, because it looks like the best place to not interfere with any water and let us be free to move about the cabin. Yeah. Keeping it all close together. With just the 3 of them, the less distance is best, so move everything right next to the light source. Get some toilets in there. And some sinks. And eventually we'll have access to water to boot. Lock it off, and we have ourselves a bathroom. Over here, let's pop up a couple doors. Plan to dig this out, and we can turn this into a bedroom. And then poof. Not even halfway into the first cycle, and bathrooms and bedrooms are ready to get started. Little priority on there, so you don't just build a giant ladder and be happy with that. Alright, we're going to change up some of the priorities for everybody here too. So, since Uma's doing the ranching, we'll have her doing the farming too, since it's part of the whole tree. We'll give Lotta equal priority to building and digging, so hopefully she doesn't get herself stuck anywhere. And Jenny is going to be doing researching. And researching pretty much only. But, let's... we'll let her help out with other things for right now. Eventually, we'll probably have her do less work in the building and the digging so she can prioritize everything else that needs to get done. Ooh, let's look at this heat source over here. It's a little toasty right next to all of our important things, and no abyssalite. Green. Oop, more heat. And not a lot covering us. That is dangerous. And will be dangerous sooner than later. Complete bathrooms now, and they're fully clean. Thanks to a bunch of spraying, which I will eventually change out. And build some ladders. There's a lot of stretching to be done. There's only 3 of them, but there's still a lot to see, and we still got some water to get our hands on. Start moving ourselves out and about. Plus we'll get our hands on some more calories too. Break down the muck roots. I think I'm gonna build over here is a little area for the food, so I can have some carbon dioxide build up in a little chamber. It'll help make the food last longer, and then I can put the dining hall right next to this. Grab your food and go. That is... And poof, there we go. So now we have our carbon dioxide chamber. We just gotta put a couple of food thingies in there, which we haven't researched yet, I don't think. So it's... Yep, no, not yet. So it's gonna be a minute, I think. Alright. Dig out a little bit of air chamber on the right side of the ladder. And there we go. Full of good old CO2. Alright. It's time to juice this place up a little bit though. And this is all we got. Put in the light. We want more work in there, but that's not how we want to do it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the science station in the light and keep the power just next to that. So the power should, I think the power is too far away to get light, but whatever. But the actual research station, which should be taking up the majority of the time, will get the light. And that will give the who the hell's doing it again? Is it Jenny? And that'll give Jenny a quick boost, so she should get some research done faster. Not that I have enough people building or doing anything like that to actually keep up with the amount of science that we're gonna have done. But more, it's the point to burn through the science so that way I can have Jenny back to skill scrub and do other things. Alright, it's nighttime here. Basically just watching everybody move exceptionally slowly, especially if there's digging stuff to be done and you don't have a lot up to do it. So here we are, finally getting the power generation up and running for running's sake. Hopefully we actually get something to do with that power by the time that they get that battery up fully charged. I don't think they're going to have the station done, but it should be pretty close. Yeah, alright. I'll allow some extra power to go to running. Oh, and done. Never mind. Down and out. Alright, it is science time. Now, first things first. We gotta get the food moving. Yeah, we're on the second tier, so yeah, at least we can start growing some meal wood in one of these spots. It's a good starter kit. So I cleared out some of the space in here. I put in some oxygen generation up by the power supply up here, and then I also put some food boxes down in an area that'll collect some carbon dioxide. Should help the food from spoiling too quickly. And then slowly but surely still waiting for them to get ready to make their own food production. But still have a lot of work. Alright, after they've gone for an exorbitantly long time, I finally have some decent oxygen generation going on. And I also have the food stores in there, and I have everything but the last two doors rip-roaring and rocking, ready to go for the hall. Should be just a dining hall initially, and then we'll pick up to a grand hall. Let's see. Yeah. Just making sure we get enough oxygen for everybody. How much they breathe per second. Alright, good. Alright, so it has taken absolutely forever, but we at least have the call to request for the plant area. We're getting the supercomputer up and running so we can start getting some more done on the skill tree here. Get some power over to that. I can tell you, the one thing that is driving me a bit nuts with the three of these is just the amount of cutting I have to do with the video, because they do not get anything done in any sort of reasonable time frame. And I mean, part of this is my own fault, because I'm giving them kind of a lot of stuff to do for the fact that it is only three of them. But man, getting up, walking away, and just hoping that they don't die is a significant portion of my playtime in this. But alright, we're gonna get some water started here. Basically, we're just setting up the primary functions still. You know, getting them off of the power wheel, getting all the water organized, getting them so they can finish up the skill tree. It's yeah, it's taking its sweet time for sure. Alright, after letting this thing go for a long break, we finally have a good chunk of it pulled together. The water area is cleared out, the coal is pumping, the food is growing, the halls are great, and I think we're ready to actually pull some of these things around and get some of these resources in the place that we want them to be. Alright, so we got the first part of the water moved over. And we're just gonna throw in another layer here. And one more here, and just kind of let these guys drop in. And hopefully, yeah, that'll just feed directly in. And yeah, you know what? Let's just make sure it doesn't go outside. Yeah, just so it doesn't make it into the stairwell and cause more problems than solutions. And we are just about to crack the mold, and there we go. Out with the water. Straight down into the water chamber. Very good. That went surprisingly easy. I'll take it. Alright, now that all the water is down out of that particular reservoir, I'm gonna dig over here, and yeah, now we just got forever for them to take before they get this piece done. Alright, and we just pop the final bubble. And it's gonna be a slow mover because, you know, let's get some air, let's get some water. Actually, I'm not really digging this out perfectly. So, no. But it's gonna get there. Alright, that water is in, and it is looking better. I'm gonna start cleaning up some of that shit though. We still got a little pocket up there, but it's gonna get there. Alright, put some plumbing in. Clean up. Let's get ourselves some metal. Let's get all the metal. Alright, I'm gonna put another liquid up here. We're gonna turn that into the dirty water facility. So, set up a little bit of filtration here. And yeah, no, let's get the pipes in. Pipes. Start thinking about some real bathroom here. But if we're gonna run all the pipes through the floors and whatnot, as opposed to just having pipes in everybody's face, we're gonna need some tile flooring. It's just a way to hold a bathroom together. Alright, I'm gonna get a little bit of pump of the nasty water. Get it up into the sieve over here. Out with the clean. Up to where the toilets will be. And I'm sure it'll just take a pretty good chunk of time for them to get all of this finished up. Alright, that's probably about as clean as I'm gonna get that piping for right now. I don't generally like having my dirty water right next to my clean water, but we're consolidating space. Plus, there's only 3 of them, so you gotta minimize movement where you can. And now all of that seems to be put well together, and I am dripping water because I am letting that overflow. Awesome. Yeah, let's kill that immediately. Well, yeah. At least we're not going to have bad off-gassing. Yeah. Some would say this would be a smart plan, if it was planned at all. Nutrient bars only. I guess we probably could have gotten the plants, but whatever. It's a weird thing to have kicking around, the nutrient bars. I mean, if everything's going right, we'll never use them. I want to do this correctly so that I don't lose CO2 while putting a floor in for the food and then digging this stuff out. Except I might. No, let me change this up. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. First things first, then. Let's make sure we have a place to put all of this water that we're picking up here. Plenty to go around at the moment. And time to put in some bathrooms. You know, it's nothing like in the middle of having a giant water crisis to say, hey, have you destroyed your toilet and replaced it with a more expensive one today? So I'm at the point in the skill tree where I am now more knowledgeable than anything I need for a hot bit. The amount of materials that I need to be able to get a lot of these things built, I guess not the amount so much as the materials themselves. We're not there yet. So, yeah, bully for knowing it, and you know we're gonna of course keep burning through the science, but it's not doesn't have the same need, the same drive as a lot of the early stuff does. Now it's about getting ready to explore the rest of this asteroid. One thing that I do realize that I did not cover because the previous video kind of got lost was me building the stable for the hatches over here. You know, it's the standard Francis John build: 2 feeders, the door, the mesh table or mesh tile, making it 96 tiles, so that way they're happy, but they're all contained on one side. I don't really know. I gotta relook up what the feed rate is as far as when these guys start having eggs, and then those eggs can, you know, be fed into water and drowned and all that other fun stuff. But I think I might be able to get away with one farm. I'm hoping to be able to get away with just one farm for the lot here. And I don't have the setup yet to start drowning the eggs anyway, but I don't have the number of hatches to start really worrying about it either. And we don't have plastic to make any of that either. Yeah, you know, so it's all getting there, piece by piece. And of course, after not much internal debate at all, I think we're just gonna have to start making some more hatch homes here. Yeah, 3 stables all day. Yeah, make it our only real food source. Everybody loves barbecue. Actually, we do this and we can get some fish in the long run. Everybody survive off of surf and turf. That actually sounds pretty dreamy right there. But, you know, that's a natural gas situation waiting to happen, so we'll worry about that when we get there. But right now, they don't have much else to do, so she might actually get get these couple stables up pretty quickly. Yeah, so I thought I wouldn't get distracted and just be able to let them stay on the stables, but now I also want to dig out all of that stuff over there. So, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. See how it goes. It's a lot. That's a lot of stuff. I know. But I want the materials. Oh, oxalate fern. Honestly, to make that even worth it, I think that's a pip situation, and I don't want to get pips around yet. It's because shit gets planted everywhere. Worry about those guys later. Nice, and we get to do the trade out for the much nicer junk coordination system. And I guess while we're here, let's slap in some second bathroom items. You know, we don't want to come into a situation where somebody's going to get overloaded and, you know, we have a general backup of the systems, as it would be. Kind of hard to do with 3 people on different schedules, but, yeah. Anything can happen. Alright, and the pump's doing well. Looking good. Alright, so we're coming up on a half hour here. I figure we'll just finish out building the fire pole, and I'll see you guys on the next round.